you know, it ain't gonna work out like that. But I still want to see my son. You know what I'm saying? I talk to, flirt with female. You know what I'm saying? Have fun, go party, everything. But it just me and her. We just don't bond a lot.
Is there someone particular you were with?
Yeah. I've been sleeping with your sister.
Wait a second. You're that Jerry Springer?
Yeah, no, that's my
doppelganger.
twin, yeah.
That's evil.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer joining us. He's in Vancouver, of course, hosting The Price is Right. They're moving over to the Boulevard Casino, so you can check them out there. But how did this come into your life? How did this come to be the Jerry Springer Show? Because it started differently than what it is now, yes?
Yeah, I was drinking. And,
That's all great things begin.
yeah, it's all great. No, I was anchoring the news in Cincinnati, and I'd been doing that for 10 years, and we were pretty dominant in the ratings. And so the company that owned us also owned talk shows. They owned Phil Donahue, Sally Jessy Raphael. So one day, Phil was getting close to retirement. One day they took me to lunch and said, we're starting another talk show, you're going to host it. So I was assigned to it. I didn't audition, I didn't try out. I had no interest in doing talk shows. I was a news anchor.
Yeah, only idiots do talk shows.
Totally.
Yeah. But but I was assigned to it, so I started doing it. In the beginning, all talk shows there were 20 talk shows on the air.
Yeah,
and they all
I
were
remember
trying
that
to be,
phase, yeah.
They were all trying to be like Oprah, going after middle-aged housewives.
Or like Donahue.
Yeah.
Right?
Or
like,
Donahue, right.
Yeah.
Well, along came Ricki Lake, and she really was the first talk show to go after young people. And I mean young high school, college.
Yeah.
So one day I just said to them, I said, look, as a business model, why are we trying to be 1 out of 20 shows going after Oprah? Let's be 1 out of 2 and go after Ricky's audience, and we'll get a bigger piece of the pie. This is what we did. So from then on, we decided to do only young people on stage, young people in the audience, young subject matter. Well, young people are wilder and crazier just in their lifestyle.
In their nature,
They're
yeah.
much more open about their
When
lives.
did the first fight break out?
It was a show about the Klan, actually.
Did it surprise you?
We were shocked. We had no security. It was unbelievable. We thought, that's it. We're all going to be arrested. This is horrible. Well, then Universal bought us. And when Universal bought us, they said, from now on, you can only do crazy. So that's true.
Really?
That is true. If you call us with a warm, uplifting story, we're not allowed to take it. We have to send you to another show. We're given a list of the other shows.
Any of the topics that people, because if you go to the website, you can contact your show to be on it. Do any of the people who contact you with some of these bizarre things ever shock you anymore, Jerry?
No, but they wouldn't shock you either. I mean, the truth is, you can't.
I don't know. The recession made me cheat.
That was great. You can't be a grown-up in today's world and be shocked by anything anymore.
Yeah,
you may be shocked that it happens to someone you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, even the horrible headlines today with the shootings in Colorado. I mean, what is shocking anymore?
Yeah.
We know everything is possible. We know every kind of thing happens. We just don't know that it happens to someone we know. So I can't pretend to say, oh, that was so shocking. I didn't know they could do that, that kind of stuff. So, no, I'm not shocked.
What season are you going into your 22nd season this August?
Yeah, we're starting our 22nd season. There's no excuse for this. No, I've ruined the culture.
You really have.
Yeah.
But I like that you're willing to admit it.
You haven't ruined culture.
Yes.
You've documented a ruined culture, which may
that
be
makes
slightly
me feel
different.
so much
There you
better.
go.
Yeah, does it?
How much security do you have to have on the set of your show? We were just looking at some footage. It looked like about 15 guys were on top
Well,
of
it's
people
not that
fighting.
many, but they're all cops. They're all police officers. So
They're big dudes, man. All those guys.
Yeah.
How often do you get asked whether it's fake? All the time?
Not so much anymore, because when you suddenly realize, first of all, why do you believe that the people on our show could memorize anything?
Right.
Good point. There we
What
go.
lines are they going to memorize? Yeah.
Good point,
okay,
Jerry.
so that ain't going to happen. No, yeah, it's all real. I'm fake. I used to be Sally Jessy Raphael. Yeah.
He actually is.
You actually
they're
are the
all
love
real.
child of Phil Donahue and Sally Jessy Raphael.
Exactly.
Now, something that came out of Dancing with the Stars was a little bit of theater. You were in Chicago, which I don't know about you, but I've been on the stage once or twice. It was the scariest thing that I have ever tried in my life. What was it like for you doing Chicago?
It was. I did the musical Chicago on Broadway and in England. I played Billy Flynn, the law. And it was the most difficult thing I've ever done in show business, and the scariest, because you're on stage for 2 hours every night, live. It's you can't miss anything. And it's not just your lines you have to know everyone's lines, because if someone else miss a line, it doesn't do me any good to say my line because it won't make any sense. So you are so in the moment. You are totally focused. There is no, just being Jerry Springer. You got to be
Was
this
it scarier
Billy
than
Flynn.
Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah. Because it's every night. You're never done with it. You can never say, oh, I got other things on my mind. I'll think about this and just go through the show. You've got to be there every second, and your heart kind of just before you come out.
Oh, yeah, that sensation, there's nothing like it.
And the intro to Billy Flynn, the character I played in the musical, if you've seen it, it's the grandest intro you can do in show business.
You got to live up to it.
Because it's dun-da-da, the lights go out, the drum roll, the fan. We want Billy.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry,
and then all of
Jerry.
a sudden, the spotlight's on you.
Yeah.
Did you read reviews? I mean, as you're doing it, and
the first couple of nights, and
they were good.
They were good, but I think it's because the expectation of me on Broadway was so low that anything I did.
Would you do it again? Would you do theater again?
I might, although I'd say it took a lot out of me. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing you do in show business. With movies, the hours could be long, but you screw up, you do it again.
Yeah,
another
plus there's a lot of standing around, resetting, all that kind of stuff.
It's not comparable. I've done movies, but Broadway live theater is the toughest thing you do in show business. Let's face it, when you perform as a singer, you just do the same song night after night after night. I'm not saying they're not talented, but it's not like once you've got the song, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Doing live theater is difficult every single night.
Every night.
Just have to.
You brought up singing. How many albums do you have out? You have 2 albums?
Well, I have a lot of photograph albums.
How much
Those are the
music
best
have you
one.
done?
Well,
A couple of country albums?
yeah, and the reason people bought the CDs, this was 15 years ago, the reason you buy the CD is because you know how sometimes you have a wobbly table in the kitchen?
Prop it
yes.
up.
Well, you take my CD, place
just
it
fits
under one
nicely
drawer.
under there.
It's unbelievable.
Is it always country music with you?
Pretty much, yeah. I like country music. I mean, I like old-time country music. And then, of course, I like the music that I grew up with. The music you like between the ages of 14 and 22, that's the music that's going to stay with you forever.
I'm still listening to Depeche Mode.
Yeah. You're an 80s girl, man. You're some odd.
I'm older. I'm still listening to Moses. He just,
Jerry, it has been a pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
Spending some
You
time
guys are
with
great. This is
Thank you
fun.
so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
We really enjoyed it. You can catch Jerry, of course. He'll be hosting The Price is Right Live tonight and tomorrow. He's still at the River Rock in Richmond, and then it will move to the Red Robinson Theater at Boulevard Casino in Coquitlam from July 26th until the 29th. Tickets can be purchased through Ticketmaster. Go out, enjoy the show, and there's a chance that you'll win some great prizes, too. I mean,
just
you
bid
can win
$1.
car.
Just bid $1. That's all you have to do. Thank you so much, Jerry. So nice to meet you.
Nice meeting
By
you.
the way, that's crappy strategy. That only works once.
I did it against you once.
It's only if
Yeah, but
you're-
I'm stupid.
It only works if you're the last one.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Sometimes the first person says $1.
$1.
Which is,
I was I can't do math. $1.
$2.
yeah.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right
Yeah.
back with